Today in this video, I'm going to show you 5 different ways to make acrylic paint splatters. These are methods that are not going to make a huge mess in your studio. And I'm going to show you some tips on how to control where the splatters go on your paintings. So let's go. For this tutorial, we're going to use Liquitex Basics Fluid Acrylics, but you could also use any type of Liquitex Basics paint or really any other type of paint. But the idea here is that you want it to be liquidy, and this is why I like fluid acrylics. The other thing we're going to do is wear some gloves. It's important to wear gloves because you're going to get your hands pretty messy with all of these techniques. Pour out a little bit of paint. And you can see what I love about this Liquitex Basics Fluid is just how liquidy it is. If you don't have this, what you're going to want to do is take any other type of paint and mix it with some water or maybe some pouring medium, so that way it will be very liquidy. Because the more liquidy it is, the more you're going to get a lot of splatters. So in the first technique, we are using the Liquitex Freestyle Round Splatter Painter. Now this is one that I purchased that's made for splattering larger paintings. They have some other types of these. You can use any of the splatter painters to splatter really anything, so it doesn't matter which one you get, but I love these. So what you do is you dip the end in here, and you see about how much I have on here, right? There's not a huge amount. You don't want it all the way up to here. You want it at the very tips. Then, if there's an area of your painting that you do not want to get splatters, put something over it. Make sure that your painting is dry when you start out, so that way you can set something on top of it. Now I have a piece of wax paper here because nothing is going to soak through this, but you could also just use a paper towel, whatever you would like. But what you do is you pull these back. You can see there were no splatters here because I covered this area. And if you're gentle with this, then it's not going to go all over your studio. Now you can take this if you were outside and just really like wind up with your hand and splatter with it, and then you're going to get some nice big drops, but they are a little bit less controllable. I flipped my canvas around so we can start working on the next item, but I just wanted to show you, if you're cleaning this out, you clean it out just like a regular brush. Just wash it off with some water. I use a little bit of soap at the sink, but washing it off in your dish of water that you have with you, just so that it doesn't dry in between other processes. Now for the next one, we are going to use the fan brush, and we're going to try out this thicker Liquitex brush. This is a very big brush from Liquitex. It's made for painting large pieces, but you can use any type of paintbrush for this. I like paintbrushes that have a thicker bristle. You see how thick this is and how stiff they are? This will make a nice flick. This one is a Taklon brush, so it's got really soft synthetic fibers, but it works really well too. So essentially it's the same method with both of these brushes. You can just dip some in there, maybe not the whole brush. It's probably better if you just dip the end, but I kind of went crazy with it. And so then you just flick. And these are just a fewer amounts of, see how less you get with this than when you did this, because there's so many more thick bristles. So if you're trying to get just really small amounts, then this might be a better method. Now let's try this one. I'm just putting some on the very ends, because if you don't get the entire bristle filled with it, you won't get as many of these lines. You'll get more just little. See how this is more fine? And like I said, this is why you need to wear gloves, because you're just going to be getting this all over your hands. Next, I want to show you a method that's not about flicking. This has to do with tapping, and you can use any of the tools that I've shown you so far to do that. So we're just going to do it with the splatter painter. But like I said, use any brush to do this. Just load up the tip of it and tap. Let me get to a new area here so you can see it. Got to load up a little bit more paint here. And you can also tap this way. What you want to make sure to do is hold it right at the base and tap here in the middle. You can see how it's a lot more controlled doing this than it is this. also want to show you, if you water this down a little bit, see how I'm adding water to it. Now, this is getting this really liquidy. But if you tap this, you can get some nice big liquidy drops. Now, what you're going to want to do if you have a lot of liquid in this is have your painting dry flat, because otherwise, if you set it up like this, they're going to start running the drips, and you don't want that, most likely, unless you do want that effect. The last technique has to do with using a pipette. So what you're going to want to do is take some of this, and you might have some more water in with it, because the pipette, it has to be a little more liquidy. And if you have a bowl or something to put this in, I'm trying to do this on a flat surface, which isn't working the best, but the pipette is very controllable. You can just put a drop down wherever you want. So let's say you just want one there, you want one here, and it makes nice big drops. I love this because sometimes you want to just have a few drops as an accent. You don't want to have it splattering over everything. And so this way you can exactly control where they go. One final tip, and this has to do with removing things quickly. If you don't like where some of these splatters go and your painting is dry, that's why I said to start out with a dry painting, just get some water. Ideally, it'll be water that's cleaner, that doesn't have all the paint in it like mine. You can just wipe off these areas if they haven't dried for too long. You see how we can remove that? Some of these earlier ones have already dried, but these big drops that we just did, you can still remove them. So if you don't like something right after you make the drips, make sure to erase it with your paper towel and some water. This video is sponsored by Liquitex, one of my favorite companies for acrylic painting supplies, and they've given us a 10% off discount on any of their acrylic paints, so check that out in the description. If you'd like some more acrylic painting tips, I've made an entire playlist, you can watch it here, that teaches you all the basic skills of acrylic painting, so you can use them no matter what you're trying to create to help you learn how to paint. They're very easy, great for beginners. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.